number.
I am. Okay, so boys and girls, so we just listened to the story of the pigeon. Pigeon has to go to school. So online kids, if you haven't watched it, don't listen to this lesson first. Go back and listen to the video that's on there, okay? And then come to the lesson. All right, so we're working on retelling the story. So when we retell the story, we think about what happened in the story, and we think about what order it happened, okay? So first thing with retelling is, who was the story about? So don't shout out, okay? So I'm gonna pick a number, and you're gonna tell me who was the main character of the story, okay? Number 3, Jasper. The pigeon was the main character of the story. Okay. The pigeon, I'm going to capitalize pigeon because I don't know what his name is. I'm just going to think it's pigeon. Okay.
I think it is pigeon. Wait, teacher.
Pigeon.
What?
Oops, I don't think I spelled that right.
Teacher.
Let me look. Oops, hold on, I hear someone saying teacher, but I can't see who it is. Is it you, Isaiah? What's your question, Isaiah?
Who was that, who was whose friend?
With the who's friend? I don't know.
The ostrich?
The ostrich. Maybe we'll have to look at it, watch the video again, and then we can see it,
Yeah,
okay?
it's the
Because I don't
ostrich.
know, I didn't catch that.
Yeah. She
Okay.
said, the ostrich.
Okay. All right, so we've got who the story was about. So the story was about the pigeon. Hi.
I guess they need you in the office?
They need me in the office? Okay.
I don't know if it's a parent or what, I don't know.
Okay, I'll come.
It's probably my dad.
You think it's maybe it's your dad.
Yes.
So hold on, so I'm gonna stop recording.
Oh, you're recording. You know what, just tell her. Can you tell
Okay,
her?
just give me like, if
She's the
if you
same
can wait just a minute, then I'll be done.
Okay.
Do you wanna just hang tight for a second? Okay, we'll do this really fast. All right, my next question is for retelling. So we know it was about the pigeon. So we need to know, where was the story taking place? Okay, so thinking about where that pigeon was. And let me see who's gonna tell me. Your hands are down. Number 2, Aurelia. Where was the story? Where do you think it was happening?
School?
It was at school, but was he at school right away? Where do you think he was at first? At home. So it was at home, and then he goes to school. Okay. And now we go into at the beginning of the story. So everybody thinking back to the beginning.
It's gonna be hard.
Okay. Think about so the pigeon's at home. Think about what he's doing at home. Think about maybe how he was feeling. And number 12. Sophia? Who's number 12?
Me.
You, Jared. Okay, Jared, what was happening at the beginning of the story with the pigeon?
The beginning of the story of the pigeon. He didn't want to go to school. The pigeon's like,
He was. So the pigeon didn't want to go to school. He was upset. He was crying and throwing a fit and whining and wishing he was a teeny weeny tiny little baby pigeon.
yeah.
Okay, all right, good. So now, think about the middle of the story. Okay, I always think the middle's kind of a challenging one. So thinking brains on. And Isaiah, what was happening in the middle of the story?
He went to school?
Well, what happened before he went to school? What was the narrator, the lady that was talking to him? What was she telling him? She is telling him that, so he starts learning about school, huh? She starts teaching him more about what's going to happen at school and answering his questions. Okay, good. All right, last question then. Think about the end of the story.
Oh, I know.
Okay, the end of the story. And who is going to tell me? It's going to be Ismail. What was happening at the end of the story?
He wanted to go to school.
He wanted to go to school. And why did he want to go to school? Did he get excited about it?
Yep. He just went to school.
He saw that bus, he was pretty happy about that. So good, so you guys, we just retold the story. So our pigeon has to go to school. It's about a pigeon, and first he's at home, and the pigeon didn't want to go to school, and he was scared. And then he starts learning about what happens at school, and then by the end of the story, he was excited and wanted to go to
I
school.
thought I was 8.
Okay, so that is how we retell the story. So now you guys can tell people about the story, okay? So I'm gonna sign off. So now you guys we're gonna do our worksheet.
Don't you have to go?
I do. So we're gonna do our worksheet. Okay, so while I go and see what's happening in the office, you guys are gonna be working on this too, okay? At home, go ahead and do your worksheet, your beginning, middle, and end. And then when you're done, you're gonna compare the things that the pigeon's gonna learn at school and the things that you're learning at school, okay?